name is Maulana Ikhsan from PBIT. Everyday life in the Soviet Union, the shopping runaround. The author, Hendrik Smith, was a head of New York Times office in Moscow from 1971 to 1974. The following passage is adapted from Mr. Smith's book, The Russian Which was published in 1976 by Quartrange, the New York Times Books Company. Number 1. I had heard about customer shortage before going to Moscow, but only when we began to shop there did the Russian customer problem really have meaning for me. Customers the world overweight in the line, but Soviet line have a special quality of their own. Typically, the Soviet woman spend 2 hours a day in the line, 7 days a week. Personally, I have known of people who stood in the line 90 minutes to buy 4 pineapple and 3.5 hours to buy 3 large heads of cabbage, only to find garbage were gone as they approached the front of the line. Line can run from a few days to nearly a month. Some friend of ours watched a line of people in Moscow signing to buy rugs. The line lasted 2 days and night and ran for across Alto, an apartment development. Number 2. In spite of all of this, the natural reaction of a Russian woman when she sees a line forming is to get in it immediately, even before she knows what is being sold. However, Soviet lines are more fluid than they appear in most stores. For example, shoppers must stand in not one but 3 lines for any purchase. The first, to select a purpose and find out its price. The second, to play the cashier somewhere else in the store to get receipts. And third, to go pick up the purse and turn in the receipts. Number 3. But in her diary, store one morning, I found out that the game is both simpler and more complex than that. I went in to buy some cheese, butter, and Bolgona sauce, which were in 3 separate departments, each with its own lion. 9 lions. Number 4. Rather quickly thought, I noticed that experienced shoppers were skipping the first stage. They knew what most items cost, so they went directly to their cashier for the receipts. After studying price, I did that too. Then I went to the cheese line, the longest, probably 20 people, to get the worst over with first. I was in the line less than a minute when the woman in front of me asked me to hold her place. She dared off the butter and milk line. The cheese line was moving so slowly so that it going had the butter and milk to return before we had advanced 3 feet. I decided to take the risk too, and I got back with my butter while the cheese line was still inching along. Number 5. Then it suddenly occurred to me that all over the store, people were getting to in the line, holding place, leaving, returning. Everyone was using cheese line as a home base. That was why it was barely moving. It kept expectantly in the middle. So I got the man behind to me hold my place, and I went up to buy my Bolgona once again. It works. It took me 22 minutes to buy butter, sauce, and cheese, but instead of being furious, I felt as if I had beaten the system. Number 6. This competitive shopping gave me an atmosphere of attention to Russian life. People burst into store, bump into each other with face in communicative expression. "You have to understand," said a kind, gray-haired person, "that for as long as we can remember, shopping has been a struggle. Life is a struggle." Number 7. There is hardly an effective advertising to help shoppers. Americans complain about the constant commercial in the United States, but they might reconsider if they were exposed to customer blackout in Russia. A typically Soviet ad might be, "If you want to live to ripe old age, be beautiful. Be beautiful mothers, strong and thoughtful. Drink tea." Most new papers publish without ads. The shopper has no handy yellow page or any daily newspaper, supermarket or department store ads to help her decide where to shop. Number 8. Bribery is a widespread. Low paid $18 to $120 monthly. Sellers take a portion of attractive item and sell them secretly to regular customers who have either have left a bribe in advance or can be counted on to pay a high price on delivery, 10 to 15 rubles, and on a 16 ruble ratio 10 is standard. In 1976, the ruble was evaluated to 1,332 dollars. Number 9. So common this practice. Number 9. So common is this practice that the Soviet press is always complaining about it. But this doesn't do any good. Crocodile. The Soviet humor magazine once showed the department store employee promoting some newly arrived item. Their customer, in the leather goods department, 500 imported women the persons have been reserved. 450 of them have been bought by store employers. 49 are under the counter and have been ordered in advance for friends. One purpose is the display window. We invited you to visit the leather department to buy this purse. I think that's all from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.